All right, welcome to The Explainer. You know, every great project, every business, it all starts with an idea. But look, to give that idea a real voice, to let it actually reach people, it needs a home online. So the big question is, how do you get from that spark in your mind to a live, working website that the whole world can see? Let's break it down.
So, does this sound familiar? If it does, you're so not alone. This is that classic hurdle where so many amazing ideas just stall out. The vision in your head is perfect, but the path to actually making it real feels like you're staring into a thick fog.
And that's the thing, right? You start looking around and bam, you're just slammed with this wall of technical jargon. Words like hosting, SSL, that's the thing that gives you the little padlock for security. Bandwidth, NVMe. It seriously feels like you need to learn a whole new language just to get your foot in the door.
Okay, but here's the deal. Our goal today is to slice right through all that noise. We're going to use a guide from a big player in the game, Hostinger, as our roadmap. By taking apart their process piece by piece, we're going to map out the must-know steps for anyone, turning that confusion into total clarity. You ready? Let's do it.
Okay, first things first. Before you can build anything, you gotta have a foundation. And I mean every website, from your cousin's blog all the way up to Amazon, they all need two key things. And getting these right, it's step one, and honestly, it's the most important one.
This is probably the best analogy you'll ever hear for this. So, the domain name? That's your street address. Simple. Youridea.com. It's how people find you in the massive city of the internet. But what good is an address if there's no house there, right? That's where web hosting comes in. It's the actual plot of land, the digital real estate, where your website lives.
All right, so we need an address and we need the land. Got it. The address part, the domain name, that's pretty straightforward. But the land, the web hosting, that's where things can feel a little more complicated. So let's zoom in on that.
So at its heart, web hosting is just a service you pay for. Think of it like you're renting a little corner on a super powerful, always-on computer. We call that a server, and its whole job, 24/7, is to hold on to all your website stuff, your text, your pictures, all the code, and just hand it over instantly to anyone, anywhere in the world who types in your address.
Okay, but not all of this digital land is created equal. You've got choices. There's shared hosting. It's kind of like renting an apartment. You share the building with other people, which makes it super affordable and perfect when you're just starting out. And then you've got the bigger guns, like VPS or cloud hosting. That's more like getting your own private house or even a whole estate for when your site gets really popular and needs more power.
So you see these different options, right? How in the world do you pick the right one for you? Well, the trick isn't to just go for the cheapest. It's about being strategic. You need something that works for you right now, but that won't hold you back when your idea starts to take off. So, check out this table. It basically shows you a typical journey. You can jump in with a single plan, nice and easy. But what's really cool here is the tech you get as you move up. See how the premium plan has SSD storage? That's fast. But look closer at business and cloud. They use NVMe. Now that's a way faster type of storage. For something like an online store with tons of product photos, that difference in speed is huge. It means your pages just snap right open for your customers. So yeah, think of this single plan as your starter kit. No crazy bells and whistles, just exactly what you need to get that idea out of your brain and onto the internet. It's all about making that first move, you know? Just getting it done. Now these next levels, premium and business, they're all about growth. They're for that moment when your one little project suddenly becomes a few different sites, or your blog gets popular enough that you want to start selling stuff. And the best part? You can get more power without the nightmare of having to move your entire website somewhere else.
Okay, but let's talk about the stuff you get no matter which plan you pick. What's that solid foundation that's there for everyone? You're going to see this number a lot when you look at hosting. 99.9% uptime. It's basically a promise, a guarantee that your website will be up and running for people to visit. And to put that into perspective, that means your site would be offline for, less than an hour over an entire month? It's the gold standard for being reliable. And, you're not exactly a lone wolf here. When you see a number like 4 million, that's how many other website owners are on this platform. That's not just a popularity contest. That number screams trust. It shows that this thing is built to handle a massive scale, and people believe in it.
But numbers are one thing, right? Real-world stories are what really matter. So here's a quote from a co-founder, and he hones in on security, which, let's be honest, is a huge deal for all of us. He said they saw security get better immediately, and that was enough to make them say, yep, let's move all our clients over. I mean, wow, that's a huge vote of confidence.
So when you pull back and look at the whole package, it's really about giving you a complete toolkit. You're getting heavy-duty security, like DDoS protection. That's what stops those nasty attacks trying to crash your site. You get speed, you get support from actual experts around the clock, and get this, even AI tools to help you write stuff or design a logo. And the whole idea is to let you run the show from one easy-to-use control panel.
All right, so we've talked about the what and the why. Let's get to the how. And the best part is, this is actually designed to be super simple. Not scary at all.
It really just boils down to 4 simple steps. You pick your plan, decide how long you want to sign up for, create your account, pay, and boom. From there, you're dropped right into their control panel, the hPanel, and that's basically your command center for getting your website live.
Okay, but hold on. This all sounds great if you're starting from scratch. But what if you already have a website somewhere else? The idea of moving it just sounds like a total nightmare, right? So much could go wrong.
And this is the mic drop moment for anyone in that boat. They will literally move your entire website for you. It's free, and this is the most important part, there's zero downtime. That means your visitors won't see a thing. 1 minute it's on the old host, the next it's on the new one, seamlessly. That takes a massive weight off your shoulders.
So here we are, full circle, right back to your idea. It's ready to go. And hopefully after all this, you've got a much clearer map for how to build its home on the web. The only question left is the one you see right there. Thanks for tuning into The Explainer.